Let's see what we have here today. I'm doing a dream tarot reading right now. Some dream energy is coming forth. Three of Swords, using the Phantom Wise tarot cards for the stands, and the Lenormand fairy tale Lenormand oracle cards. Not oracle cards, fairy tale Lenormand cards. Okay. So I did get a couple of words, couple of phrases rather. Reminiscent, retracing your steps, don't fight it, give up the fight, resist the fight. You no longer, probably retracing your steps back, but not fighting or resisting some sort of memory or recollection anymore. So basically there is no fight with the memories of the past. Oh my god. We had the Devil card at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to read from the guidebook the meaning of these cards, so it's interesting. Queen of Cups. We had this energy come up towards the end of the last reading. So let's say this is so we have the Devil card and the Queen of Cups coming up right at the beginning. So this is you are the dreamer here, right? So this is the dreamer. You are the Queen of Cups. So definitely some sort of exchange, emotional exchange, mutual agreement. This is about, I don't know, there is a lot of curious energy here, like the Devil energy. We have the Tower right under the Devil. Very curious energy. I think it's no longer resonating with you, whatever happened in the past, possibly attachments, whatever you were told about relationships. This is a more kinder energy, and you're finding yourself in that kinder energy, and having to process in the subconscious state, right? In the subconscious state, you're having to process something. The subconscious state is somewhere like in between the dreaming and the waking, right? You're not purely like flat out projecting. So that you might have seen some. You might be seeing both the karmics and your actual soul tribe. What I'm getting is like the karmic soul, the one that are in opposition with you, that have corrupted your mind, corrupted your memory, right? Corrupted your subconscious, your dreaming, who have interrupted or corrupted your memories, your dreaming, your subconscious. You know their faces. You know their faces very well. No, we're getting very, very weird messages. Let's go to the guidebook here. A figure sits with shadowed eyes and an easy smile, a little bit menacing and a little bit intriguing. A sweet-voiced temptation. The shadows here are dark, but the brilliance of the light also makes it difficult to see clearly. A time of sitting in the shadows of something or someone, bound by fears or blinded by illusions. The need to stand up and move away from the darkness at this table and explore the light beyond. So yes, so you are being shown, like, I think I'm seeing like a big, like, wave after wave of these dark figures that have been in your life coming to you in your dream state, and you having to sort of reject them or say no, right? But you're still holding space for the one person where it's so mutual. It's not, it's completely the opposite to this energy that you faced in the name of loving, caring relationships. So this is somebody, now you've understood. So if after absorbing what love really is, what is kindness, generosity, what is this warmth and loving, caring, once you felt that emotions for yourself, and when you've understood that it has been anything but that, and cruel intentions, cruel actions and behaviors, you've just felt that energy possibly from everywhere where you should have actually got this caring, nurturing feeling from. That is where you are at. It says house at the bottom of the Fairy Lenormand cards. So this is also about a home. King of Hearts, that is the King of Cups. So you have found that home, and they could be scrying. These people could be scrying. Scrying is like watching reflective surfaces and trying to catch a glimpse of you, sort of dream walking, sleepwalking with you. I do not know if whoever's watching is believing in all of these things, but if you don't believe or understand or relate to these things, then just look at it as somebody using their telephone or other devices to spy on your life. Okay. Let's see what we have what they have to say in the guidebook about the Queen of Cups. We have, okay. A figure stands steadily in the surf, mistress of the ocean and its depth, its calmness and its storms. A person who is supportive and nurturing, protective and kind, listening to the sea and the songs it sings about dreams and secrets, intuition and deep emotional understanding. Okay, so the dreamer has taken up the role, that is you have taken up the role of where you have embodied all of these things that have been missing in a relationship. So you have embodied these things now on your own, like you're self-taught in all of these things. So like now it's the best way to learn something is to teach yourself, right, and teach others. So now you know what has not been reciprocated in other relationships with you, or a particular relationship. We have the Temperance card. Temperance card for the dreaming. The King of Wands for the waking. Okay, so these could be relationships that are transforming right now into the more off-handed it seems, the greater the transformation that is needed. So if you've been in relationship that have become intensified in their opposite nature to this loving and caring a bond that has that's supposed to be there, like, you know, with your friends and family, there has to be a reciprocation of or mutual understanding and agreement, right? And over time, if they have just become more and more opposite, right? Opposite to what they're supposed to be, means if they become opposite to nurturing and caring, if they've just become bitter, contemptuous, you know, if there's just it's not even about the rift, okay? It's not even about the rift. So in the dreaming, if you're seeing that they are more prominent, right? So in the dream state, if your connection with them is getting more stronger, or it feels more mutual, in actually the waking, it is becoming even more more opposite to that. So if there is congruence in your dream, like, you know, if you are getting along with them, if they're there for you, standing in for you in your subconscious, in your waking, you might be sensing quite the opposite energy, that they are there's incongruence here, disagreement here, okay? Let's see what's there more in the waking. We have the Four of Wands, like there is some sort of union, celebration, stability, harmony, harmonious. Yeah, there are thieves. There are somebody who are trying to your dreaming is trying to alert you of the people who are robbing you of the opportunities that are coming towards you. Let's just say that, of your own work, of your own understanding, the stability that you're trying to create. These people are robbing you of it. They will show up as friends, and they could be friends, okay? So you might have a dream about them where they are all supportive, loving, caring of you, but in reality, let's just say there is somebody who is controlling them, possibly paying them good money to cause you some sort of obstruction. So they are delegated, they're kind of planted in your life, okay? Your dreams are showing you that. You will see their face very clearly, and they're absolutely shocked that you're seeing their faces very clearly in the dream, right? You're paying attention, and they're also a little surprised that you have some support. Your mother might be appearing in your dreams, but she might look like somebody else, to throw you off, or somebody else's mother. A mother figure, the Queen of Cups is mother figure, right, is appearing in your dreams, but they have a different face. They don't look like that in the waking, right? It's just to scare these people off, that you have a motherly presence around you, a very strong woman, strong-willed woman, okay, who's understood something, and you do have a very specific bond and connection with this person, this motherly figure, right? And they're very, very protective. There is something transforming in the dreaming, okay? So possibly you resisting the fighting and letting the information come to you about your past. This could be past lifetimes as well. So these connections have been around since your past lifetime. Since we have the Four of Wands, it could be, these connections might not be through you. They could be through your divine counterpart, okay? So Seven of Pentacles. In the waking, we have something about work, something that you have already worked on before. This is about these souls know that it's you, okay? They cannot fight it anymore. Five of Pentacles. They want you to feel like you are not good enough in this, but this is so irrelevant and immaterial. You're not fighting this anymore. You're letting them have that dream, but it's just that it means nothing. They've already found out that you have support here and they're scared, but if you fight with them, you're going to give them more energy you're going to give your energy to them. So that's what they want you to do. They want you to deplete this. So let's say you have this dream about them, and then you figure something out, something sinister that they've done or said, and then you call them and you confront them, right? If you confront them, then you're giving your energy that you're going to require, right, towards this Seven of Pentacles hard work, and you're going to give them those two pentacles, something in the material world, resource aspect, which is time. You're giving them your time, right? So once you give them that time, you lose that precious resource. Instead of sitting and thinking down about how you're going to work on your project, right, your business, whatever it might be, whatever this is, your idea, you've probably had this since you were a very, very young person. You were a child, probably younger than 7 or 5, right? We have 4 as well. So this dream could have started 3 and 1. The Sun card actually speaks about childhood. Okay, so 3 and 1 makes it 4. So you could have been 4, 3 and 6. That is 9. You see the child there. So maybe your parents were told, and we have the 6 of clubs here, right? So your parents might have been told that if you live 1, 8, 18, might have been told that if you live beyond the age of 9 and 10, the next ages would be 36, 35, 31, and if you've crossed that, then you would be doing great. You would live a very long time, right? And now that you possibly have, if you haven't, so this is an important message for you that you will be, but then around the age of 33 to 36, you will meet these souls that have been the thieves around you, and it is very normal. It happens. It just wouldn't balance it out. We cannot always have a completely complementary or a very peaceful environment without any sort of opposition or any sort of crime. We cannot have angels without demons. We cannot have the God without the devil, right? To tell the difference, we need to be able to tell the difference. Maybe that is the only point. And since we are giving up the fight, let's just say that the only point that these people exist, only point to their existence is so that we know that we have people who will protect us, who will stand up for us, okay? At the same time, there is somebody who is there in the community who wants to be, who is like a contender. Let me just check this once. The King of Wands, yes. Yesterday we had the collective karmic energy starting with a page at some point, and due to our encouragement, acceptance, and enabling them, despite of knowing that they are supposed to be discouraged, stopped, resisted from entering our lives. We did not put up boundaries, and we possibly wanted to maintain some sort of peace and harmony. This is us, the dreamer, right? So we are for, like, let's try to get some we are peace messengers. Let's try to get some harmony, in one way or the other, with force, forcefully attesting harmony and discipline, a mutual agreement that we will play nice no matter what we are doing in life, whatever you want. If it disagrees with what we want, or if you are intent on hell-bent, if you're hell-bent on continuously try to steal something from people, hell-bent on hurting people, right? Whatever your thing might be, if you recognize there are some people who are always going to be bothered no matter what you're doing, they're always going to try and put a damper in your spirits, right? They exist for a reason, for you to be able to recognize, to be able to differentiate, okay, for you to be able to find and recognize those people who bring about this mutual energy, this protective energy. I'm getting a very, very protective energy from this Queen of Cups, okay? So also there is somebody in the vicinity who might be contending to get this the boss position, okay? Because since the energy moved from the page directly to the Queen in yesterday's reading, and now today we have the King of Wands, this person is going to present themselves to you somewhere, or you're going to be made a very clear about this person, whoever this person might be. It can be different people for everybody, or this could be the same person for the collective. All right. You're being asked to show strength. Eight of Swords. This person is currently in some sort of a prison. Five of Cups. They have a lot of regrets. It's not like this person is heartless. They do have some regrets. In the future, they're going to express their regrets. So the reason why you had to show strength is because it was end game for this person, and they have lost. Okay, they are in an actual prison, and it's very challenging for them to even get by. So I think all of these people are, and so is this top person. They were contending for something. This could be a local authority, politician, or someone. It's the end. It's the end of the simulation is what it's coming to me. It's the end of the storyline. It's end of the movie. It's the end game. It's over. It's like done. Whatever damage, whatever had to end has already ended, right? I'm not talking about the mutual soul connections, none of that. But the karmic connections, all of this lesson, this entire lesson, a challenge is generally a lesson, right? The Nine of Wands here. It's ended. If it's ended for them, and if they were connected to you in an opposition, or an outright them being the thief of your life, in whatever way, that entire energy has just ended. It's over. So along with that, the people, that entire world, that entire narrative, the entire storyline goes away. All the characters, their influence, the influence that they had, the strong influence that they had has ended, right? Ten of Swords. Strong influence that they had, they had you trapped. They had you trapped in this for some sort of entertainment. That's what I'm getting, They like to watch you fight for your basic human rights, friendship and things like that, they're going to be placed in how is it going to conclude for them here onwards? They're going to be asked to sit down and contemplate on repentance. They're going to be forced to repent, so that this world can, or the story, the world that had the simulation, the narrative, the world, the timeline that came about due to them, this karmic souls, these karmic souls, this typical, it's one karmic soul split into many different souls here, right? We are in karma land, the divine collective. Some of us divine collectives, collective at birth or somewhere in early childhood, or even up until adulthood, around about till the age of 24, 25 is what I'm getting, 26 even, right? Suddenly our life took a detour and we were sent into karma land, karmic soul land, right? This could be at birth as well, like I discussed yesterday. And when they suddenly saw so many divine souls enter the scene, they didn't know what to do other than to sort of lure you into the trap, lure you into a trap there and keep you sad and desolate. And now, since it's being returned to sender, it's because they were supposed to do something hideous or heinous like this, so that it could end finally. You know, there could be some sort of proof that these are spiritual criminals, because they were possibly just hiding. You know, this looks like a hideout timeline. They were hiding out here in this pocket parallel universe, right? And now you're just identifying them. The devil card, it just hit me. So you might be dreaming of places, actual crossroads, where you have been some major crossroads, crossings, roundabouts and things like that in your life that you frequented at some point in your life, or you still do. You might be seeing those in your dreaming, or when you are there actually physically, you might just go in a mini sort of trance. So please be careful when you're at crossings, extra alert if you're awake in your dreaming. Remember that that's a major clue, is also what I'm getting. So let's see what the Fairy Lenormand Oracle cards have to say about this very interesting dream tarot. Okay. You definitely, a mother figure is very important for this this phase, this stage of dreaming, that whatever is going on. There is definitely a local somebody contending for local authority position in the waking hours. Please pay attention to the flyers, circulars. Why I'm saying that is because you might see that the contenders have changed. So if you were keeping a track of that, know that this person was sort of replaced. If you see the local contenders being replaced, okay, shift of power, that means the old storyline has ended. That's confirmation. If not that, then please look at any sort of handovers that is happening in your family or friend, or the organization that you work in. Maybe they're changing the CEOs, CTOs, the board of directors and all of that. Just stay open. Whatever connects with you in whichever way. If it's not politics, it could be banking institutions that you bank with. it could be anything, okay, that you are currently facing. You might have to interact a little too much with these institutions till you actually are given the sign and confirmation, because the King of Wands, look at that coffin, King of Wands, there is definitely a death here, because we had the death card showing up earlier, then we had the 10 of Swords, and then we had the coffin here. So there's somebody who's recently passed away, whose death has had a major impact. Why? Because it was sort of a confirmation, right? It was a confirmation that the trying and testing, the 9 of Wands, and the trap, the challenge. I mean, you presented yourself in the test very elegantly, very sheepishly, also what I'm getting, like, you know, or very like, I mean, pretending to be a lost child, but you were like the champion, okay? And let's see what we have. We have Lily's Knight of Swords. What did I say? You were the champion. You were a mind master. So it's impossible. It's absolutely impossible. It's not one of the choices. You cannot get the King of Spades, that is a King of Swords, stuck in a 8 of Swords. In fact, if that is a trap designed by anybody and they actually send a King of Swords there, they should just literally run. They should run, because the King of Swords is not only going to figure it out, they're going to make a way. They're going to make sure that whoever was the perpetrator will be going through that trap themselves. So that is what is happening. We don't want any revenge, but this is how it inevitably turns out. The spell work, the jinxes, the hexes, the plots, all of that karma needs to be balanced out, so it gets returned to the person who sends it, right? And in a more advanced way, in a more cunning and sharp way. This is the fox here, sorry, the dog here. So there are spirit animals that are standing guard with this King of Spades, right? This is like a collective intelligence of planet Earth as well. I'm getting that you are accessing right now in the dream state. So most definitely in the waking hours, you're finding yourself as the King of Swords against the King of Wands energy, right? This karmic energy that's leveled up now to the king, but you were always a king, but like intelligence, superior intelligence, not manipulating the energies around you, not working out of pure passion. Passion can just be destructive, it can be manipulative, right? But the King of Swords looks at both the sides equally in an unbiased way, does not pick sides, but tries to find that balance, that mutual harmony, much like the Queen of Cups, right? The Queen of Cups is you in the dreaming state, and in the waking state you're the King of Swords. Somebody is presenting you, this is the Queen of Spades, which is the Queen of Swords. So wow. Clover, 6 of Pentacles, and you have the 10 of Cups. So you have a lot of luck-based mindset. You know, luck is always on your side. Why? Because you know you have the ability, like we have this, both the King and Queen of Swords here in your energy. This is what the fairies are sending you, and they're sending you the Clover card as well, right? They're sending you luck programming, so that mental energy is coming to you, literally coming to you, and it's going directly in the dream state. The Queen of Cups is also dream telepathy. It's a card of dreamings and dreamers. So you are in a very, very high position here, in a very royal position. Even if you think about it as a chessboard, if these people at the detour laid out a game for you, a mind game for you, a mental game for you, a supernatural game for you, you know, the fairy supernatural game for you, if they a psychic warfare, a psychological warfare game for you, even a physical game for you, 6 of Pentacles, so 7, 5, you know, they cannot even get you to the 5 of Pentacles in the material world, because this is what you're getting, luck. You get to the 6. 6 is a very auspicious number. If you're at the 6, even if you've put in 7 and you're at the 6, right? If you're steady at the 6, it's much more than what anybody even has gotten to with this plot, this world where these karmic souls were hiring. They could be recruiting in this timeline as well, like new souls, like converting them at an early age into karmic souls, right? So this could have been your dream state is trying to show you that subliminal space where they thought, the karmics thought that they could recruit you, but you were one of the divine souls that did not get stuck here, did not get stuck in this space, but you were one of the divine souls that actually broke this entrapment, and now you're rounding them up and making them go through this trap, right? 13, this is how they see you. This is how they see you, lost teenager. 13, child. Well, they are incapable of seeing you, or you could have met this major karmic here, the major karmic here at the age of 13 is what I'm getting. 13, 18, 2, 9, could have met this major karmic here. It's true. For most of you, it would, the major karmic, this King of Wands, is so if it is not, if you're not getting a confirmation from the world, which is a few degrees removed from your personal life, you will actually be getting it in your personal life. You will actually be seeing your major karmic be in this space, unable to move, in a space of regret. Okay, in a space of regret. Yeah, crossroads. I'd spoken about having crossroads in the dreams. Okay, so there's going to be a major meeting. There's going to be a major meeting, heart to heart. I mean, this is lovely. You are going at this crossroad. You have met, or you are going to meet. So if you are not one of those who remembers their dreams, please call for this again, because you're being asked to call for this again. Okay, this dream, you can incept it. You can practice a little bit of lucid dreaming, where you can control your dream and go back to the point of the meeting and call it forward. 16, stars. It's written in the stars. Overseas, 10 of Swords. Right, so this major karmic energy has moved overseas or is traveling, and letting your energy, 9 of Swords, letting your energy anchor in finally into your world, your star seed code DNA instructions anchor into the world, right, with your divine counterpart. Yeah, we have the fox spirit here. The resources are coming forward towards you. So this is what I have for you, and I will see you in the next one. I hope this was helpful. It was so helpful to me personally.